It's time for me to bitch about censorship. Now this is the first time in a while that I've become genuinely really fucking angry at something. So it's time for a rant. And just as an extra fuck you to censorship, I'm going to say fuck as many times as I possibly fucking can without being too gratuitous in this video. Now, Scorsese's new movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, just fucking came out recently. And it's been facing a lot of censorship. And you know how I fucking feel about censorship, because I'm just gonna get to my final point now. Things should be viewed in the way that the creator intended. The movie was originally north of 3 hours fucking long, but it faced a lot of cuts. Scorsese had to cut it so he could get it released in time, and to avoid a fucking NC-17 rating, because, I don't know, I guess the movie won't make as much fucking money if it's rated NC-17. Which is America, blah blah, we have an R rating here. The movie's fucking R-rated here anyway, even after the cuts, so didn't fucking help us in Australia, because now I can't see the movie in theatres, but thankfully, I managed to download the movie. I got the full 3 hour, the basic, the best version you could get, I guess, after the cuts. But it's still being censored further. It's fucking bullshit. It's ruining the experience for people. People can't handle it for some reason. Now, I'm not speaking well, and I'm going everywhere. Let's get down to it. The movie is about, I saw the movie, by the way. It was awesome. So fucking good. It should be experienced by everyone in full. But I saw the movie, and the movie's basically about, like, decadence and debauchery. So sex and drugs and stuff are a big part of the story, and that's what a lot of it's been cut. A friend of mine tried watching it online. Yes, we're illegal pirates. Fuck you. It's R-rated here. I can't see it in the cinema. I really want to see it. What else am I going to fucking do? My friend tried to watch it online and accidentally stumbled upon a 164-minute version. That's 15 fucking minutes cut from the movie. And he watched it because he didn't, like, sort of realise. And he messages me and says, dude, I'm halfway through The Wolf of Wall Street and there's been no tits yet. Is this normal? And I'm like, stop watching now. But it was already too late. Like, he'd had the movie ruined for him because freaking he got a stupid censored version. I mean, normally a little bit of censoring of sex wouldn't be that bad, but this movie, I mean, it's already been extensively cut. It doesn't need to be cut more because the debauchery, sex, and drugs are a huge part of the movie. I mean, it's basically what the movie's about, what money did to these people, and how extravagant and crazy and insane they were, because this stuff really happened. And that's how Scorsese wanted the movie to be, but governments and stuff are just chopping the movie up. I mean, it's as if they think people are afraid and can't handle it. Let me tell you something. Someone who wants to go and see The Wolf of Wall Street is not going to be afraid of the sex and violence, because either A, they're probably a fan of Scorsese, and Scorsese isn't known for having very tame movies. He is known for having brutally violent movies, and what a coincidence, the violent movies don't get fucking censored, do they? It's always the sex, but I'll get more onto that later. Anyway, if you're a Scorsese fan, you're going to see the movie, and you're going to expect a lot of shit like that, and you're going to be able to handle it. Or maybe you're going to see it because you know the story, you've read the book maybe, you know what Jordan Belfort did, and so you're going to expect all this shit, you're not going to be afraid. Someone isn't going to be like, gosh, I really want to see The Wolf of Wall Street, this movie about drugs and sex and debauchery. I really want to see this. But I don't want to see the sex and the drugs and the debauchery. Basically, if you think like that, you just want to watch a movie about Wall Street. So maybe you could just watch the Wall Street movie. I can't remember who directed it or whatever. Or maybe that fucking TV show about Wall Street. Watch a fucking documentary about Wall Street. Because if you don't want the sex and the drugs and the swearing and the debauchery, then why would you watch this movie? It's like you just want a straight up movie about Wall Street. Or maybe you just want to watch these dudes being illegal. I mean, it makes no fucking sense. The full version should be made available anywhere, and then people can dictate whether or not they want to see it, because I assume people do their research before watching a movie. I know I fucking do. It's even been banned in Asia. Have been censoring it really badly. They've been fucking butchering it. Nepal has banned the movie. Singapore are only allowing like a cut, like about 5 minutes has been cut from it. Same for India and a bunch of other Asian countries, and censored versions are running about America and everywhere. And you know, it's kind of hard to, depending on where you are in the world, it's kind of hard to get your hands on a full cut of the movie. Unless you do it illegally, which I had to, and I try to see movies in the cinema whenever I can, but there are instances when I have to download things if I really want to see them. Like, even when this comes out in the cinema in Australia, I'm not going to be able to see it, because it's rated R, because the Australian censorship boards, or whatever they're fucking called, are pussies. They wanted to ban GTA 5 for a bit of drug use. I mean, it's fucking pathetic. And you see how the Americans and all these other boys, they love violence. They love their fucking violence movies, don't they? They love it. But sex, oh no, sex is a big no-no. Sex, you know, the thing that's like a big fucking part of life, is people can't handle it. I mean, everybody's watched porn. Everybody has. And so, I don't know why they think they can't handle simulated sex scenes. Violence in movies, I'm okay with it, because it's not real. It's simulated, and I guess the boards are okay with that, because you don't see violent movies getting butchered like this. There are some brutal movies that have only been rated MA, or the equivalent of R in America. And yet, all the sexual movies get rated R, or NC-17, or whatever it's fucking called. I don't understand it. Sex is natural. It's a part of life. It's simulated. It's not real. You're not watching porn. Just like violence in movies is simulated. It's not real. And even if it was real, what would you rather watch? Real sex or real violence? I think I know the answer. Bottom line is, I just don't fucking understand censorship. It's pointless. It ruins things for people who want to see them. I don't understand why people can just be left to their own devices and choose what they want to see. I mean, I can understand if something is like actually real violence and something gets leaked on the internet that's real violence and that people take it down. That's fair enough. That's graphic and bad. But it's simulated. I mean, if you're not going, don't censor it, just give it a fucking high rating. Because if they're afraid of kids seeing it, kids shouldn't be fucking watching R-rated movies. I mean, I can watch R-rated movies. I mean, here, or not R, Americans are, it's 17 plus, I believe. Here, MA is 15 plus, so I can legally watch them. And I can make my choice whether I want to watch something or not. But I don't understand why violence is allowed and sex is not. The movie Blue Valentine, for instance, I believe that was rated NC-17 in America. I'm not 100%, but I think I remember hearing that. And I don't understand. I watched it the other day. Apparently it's for graphic sex scenes. Are you kidding me? NC-17, you don't see dick, you don't see vagina, you see tits. I've seen tits in PG-13 or M-rated movies. I don't know, I just say both ratings, because I have a lot of American viewers. But anyway, you don't see, it's not graphic, it's more hard to watch than graphic, not because it's disgusting or graphic, I'm saying the word graphic too much, but because it's just sad and the things they're going through. And it's like they go super hard on sex but no violence. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I've talked about this before, I fucking hate censorship because it's not fair, and I really hope Scorsese releases a director's cut of this movie, because I'd love, I mean, I watched it and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of tits, a lot of bush, a lot of sex, a lot of drugs, but it wasn't like, oh heavens, I can't watch this. I watched the movie with my fucking mother, and it didn't get awkward once, we both really enjoyed it. And I would love to see what didn't make it into the movie, to be honest. So I know Scorsese hasn't released a director's cut before, he doesn't want to, but I think he really should for this one, because I'd love to see what didn't make it in. And to the people who want to see this movie, make sure you're getting the full 3 hours, because it's worth it. I talked to my friend, he watched the full version after he watched the shitty censored version, and he said it added worlds of difference to the movie. Please stop censorship. I'm Inside Jacob's Mind. Have a good day.